Chelsea have entered talks. Chelsea have entered into new talks with Eberechi Eze's agent. This is their sources. Simon, Phillips. Simon Phillips says that Chelsea has had serious talks with Eberechi Eze's agent. Welcome back to Chelsea Godfather channel. Please subscribe for regular Chelsea updates. Guys, I'm just gonna take this. It's my reading glass. Guys, Eberechi Eze to Chelsea. Does it make sense? Obviously, he's a player that can fill in on the left wing, the attacking side of our left wing. Now, keep in mind that Maresca is not your prototypical type of manager. He's not a traditional manager, in that he sees the game in terms of players playing in certain areas and not necessarily in terms of traditional positions on a pitch. So therefore, when you look at it from that angle, a player like Eberechi Eze, who in my own opinion is a traditional 10, is really what he is. But for a club like Chelsea, under the management of Maresca, he is a player that can operate from the wide area of the pitch. And as it is right now, the only player that we have right there is Jamie Gittins. That's the only natural left winger that we have. Keeping in mind that Maresca would prefer to play a right-footed player on the left wing, and so Neto was really more or less on the right wing. He's not a lefty, a left winger per se. And of course, the young kid from Brazil, Estevao, is also another left-footed player. He has 2 feet, and we obviously saw that wicked goal that he scored against Sanchez just a week or so ago. But his strong foot is his left foot, so that also puts him on the right. So if you look at it in terms of what we have right now on our squad, Gittins is the only right footer and the natural out and out winger that we have. But he's only 20 years old. He's still young. He's still raw. He's talented, but is all we got. And so that's why these links do make sense. The report from Simon Phillips makes sense with regards to Chelsea talking to Eberechi Eze's agents. But keep in mind, guys, that Eze, as of last week, Eze was pretty much seemed to be a done deal to Arsenal, right? Eze seemed to be a done deal to Arsenal. The move seemed to be happening. However, the main reason why it has stalled is, as you're going to find out, is a really massive stumbling block. And that's the fact that Eze currently has a 68 million pound release clause. And it's not just that it's 68 million pounds, which, it's high, but it's not crazy high. But it's 68 million, and out of that 68 million, 60 million has to be a fixed fee up front, then plus 8. And if you understand how PSR rules work, how FFP rules work, 60 million upfront payment. That's not going to be happening in this day and age, right? Then the other reason for the roadblock, and this again, these 2 reasons also apply to Chelsea as well, is the fact that Eberechi Eze is 27 years old. Yes, he's in his prime. But again, if you understand how PSR rules work, how FFP rules work, how amortization of transfer fees work, and with regards to the long-term effects on your balance sheet, on your books, right? Then you would understand that a player that's 27 years old, for a player that is 27 years old, a 68 million pound fee is a high fee. Not that the player is not worth 27 in terms of ability and talent, because Eberechi Eze is worth a lot more than 68 million. But in terms of how your chances of recouping the vast majority of that transfer fee towards the tail end of the initial contract, and let's say is your traditional 5-year deal, right? In 5 years from now, Eberechi Eze is going to be 32 years old. That means like what's the chance that you're going to recover? I mean, how much of the 68 million pound would a club, any club, not necessarily Chelsea, recover at the tail end? And if you understand how that works with regards to PSR, not with regards to FFP, right, then you're going to find out that if you keep doing business that way, you're going to, in the long run, your books are not going to look too good. You're going to be coming up short in terms of a PSR numbers. You're going to be really tight. And so for those reasons, I don't see this deal happening for Chelsea as it currently stands. Now, again, let's premise this on the fact that notwithstanding that Eberechi Eze does have a 68 million pound release clause, he has I believe that release clause runs out. It expires with about 2 weeks left to the start of the season, which is good or it's not so good, right? Because I mean, you only have two weeks to try and get a deal done. I mean, that's really cutting it close. So let's say best case deal, right? Best case deal, the 68 no club is willing to pay to meet the 68 million pound release clause. Then guess what? Then what happens? Well, what could happen is prior to the expiration, or as we rapidly approach the expiration date of the trigger clause for the 68 million pound release clause, at that point in time becomes of an essence for Crystal Palace, and they may be willing to negotiate a release of Eberechi Eze at a lower fee. And I feel like the reason why Chelsea is being brought into this deal is to probably apply more pressure on Arsenal to make an offer that is much closer to the release clause. Obviously, currently it's at, I don't know what Arsenal's last offer is, but they probably would like a number close to 60 million pounds. And but obviously that's not happening. That's not happening. I see Eze, for me, I don't see Eze coming to Chelsea for these reasons. However, I do see Eze, if he moves away from Crystal Palace this window, and it looks likely that he will move, I see him moving at a number closer to 50 million pounds, whether it's plus or minus a couple of million. That's just the way that I see it. How do you all feel? Please leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Peace.